What's going on, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Off the Rip. If you're wondering why I'm sweating bullets, it's because I'm in my garage in Austin, Texas. The heat is on here. It's hot with the lights. And also, if you've been wondering where the hell I've been at, I've been on a hiatus because I tore my Achilles, fractured my ankle on both sides. Trying to be like Eli Tomac too much. Pro motocross has started. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. That's why I'm back. I love motocross. I love it more than supercross, actually, because you just see guys let the big dog eat. They're just ripping. It's more wide open. I love it. It's more my speed. So let's get into it in this episode of Off the Rip. All right, let's just come off firing because I can't be in here any longer. I'm about to freaking die of dehydration. But anyway, wild moments from Paula. Riders just came in feeling hella sweet. We saw Danger Boy Deegan come in with this $50,000 iced out Danger Boy chain. I can use that on me right now because it is hot up in here. It can cool me down. Big butter. Jett Lawrence pulled up with a security guard. Not even sure why the heck he needs a security guard just standing there in the background, but it was kind of funny. I mean, I don't know. Someone explain to me why the hell you need a security guard in black Air Force Ones. That's dangerous. That's major. Sean Strickland, the MMA fighter, made an appearance, so that was pretty cool. We got some wild things already going down before the gate even dropped. Going into the motos, 250 Moto 1. Pretty quiet, not too many wild moments. But we did see Ty Masterpool rocket around the outside of the second corner, pull the whole shot, launched into those rollers, something we hadn't seen all day. So that was pretty wild. Chase Sexton, 450 Moto 1, loses his goggles after what, lap 1? I don't know if that caused him to crash or what the deal was, but he did end up crashing on the downside of that jump. The Supercross champion, Cooper Webb, had his own fair share of problems. He had to pull out early because he had a freaky engine malfunction, causing him to sideline for Moto 1. And then Moto 2 of the 450 class, we were blessed by the Moto gods. It already happened. The Jett versus Eli Tomac battle that we were all excited to see blessed us with being able to witness that second moto of the day. Freaking awesome. So those were all the wild moments from Paula. Dude, I need to freaking invest in the AC unit up in here because it is hot as But anyway, we are in for an amazing summer of racing in the 250 class, in the 450 class. That field is deep. It's stacked. The riders are healthy. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an epic summer. I can already tell based on round 1. So let's get into this 250 class right away. Who are we going to look at? We're going to look at the guys that came out swinging, that are looking like the big dogs. And that guy, number 1, right off the rip, Haiden Deegan. He dominated Paula. Went 1-1, just like how he did last year. Do you guys think he can go 22-0 as a 250 rider? I don't know, but the way he did ride at Paula, it's possible. It's possible. I'm gonna just say it right now, it's possible. But there are other riders to look at that are hauling the mail. One of those guys, Joe Shimoda, says he's not really gelling with his motorcycle just yet. So if he's able to find that setting, I think it's going to be pretty obvious when we see Joe, shift up, click another gear, right on that level, because he's already looking fast. He looks aggressive. He rides pretty aggressive with Haiden, so he looks like he's not really scared of him or like the other riders. Another guy, Tom Bial, came out swinging as well, landed himself on the podium. He's an MXGP champ. He knows what he's doing. The guy's solid, mentally tough. He's going to be tough all season. So with that being said, let's look at the riders who actually flopped in round 1. Levi Kitchen, 10:38 for 16th overall. Expected him to be up at the front. Expected him to be challenging for a win since he was just rock solid last season. Jeremy Martin, the 2-time motocross champion, I thought he would be further than 20th. He went 20 for 20th overall. Granted, the dude has been off the bike for quite a while, But that just shows you how the level has just gone up from when he was on 250s. I mean, it was like, what, maybe 2021 is when he was battling Ferrandis, or maybe 2020 for that championship. So the level just keeps getting higher. Everybody's stepping up. So we'll see if he can improve going forward, in the season. Sure, he will. Just needs to dust the cobwebs off, right? Team Triumph Racing is probably the worst. All outside the top 15, beside Michael Harrop, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, they all crashed out, so that's what caused them to have the bad scores. But moving forward to the rest of the season, we got 10 rounds left. Let's see if Haiden Deegan can have a perfect season, or if somebody's going to challenge him for that. What do you guys think? Do you think Haiden will be able to have a perfect season, or am I calling it too early? Am I too piped up on Deegs right now? I think I am, but we'll see what happens at Hangtown in the 250 class. Let's move on to the 450 big dogs. So this 450 class is the most anticipated 450 class. They said it on the broadcast. Shout out Jason Wygant. But yeah, it really is, because we have riders that are healthy. At least the top dog are all healthy. Tomac is back. Jett Lawrence, Hunter Lawrence, Chase Sexton, Anderson, Plessinger. I mean, it's so stacked that Malcolm Stewart got 15th. 15th. He's a factory rider getting 15th. Insane. But let's look at the top guys that came out swinging. Number 1, Jett Lawrence. He has never lost a race at Paula on his 450. So he was favored to win. And that's exactly what he did. He came out swinging, got the job done, went 1-1. He's back to his old ways. He's just going to be tough to beat because his starts, lights out, dude. He's freaking killing it on the starts, just how he did in prior seasons. Moving on to Tomac, that is going to be his Achilles, pun intended, because he needs to be beating Jett off the starts if he wants to beat Jett, or at least be right there behind him and hunt him down. But Tomac is back, baby. He's back. Says he's better than ever, or that's the most he's ever prepared for a motocross season. And it showed. I mean, he looked good. It was just really hard to pass at Paula. It gets really rutted. They ripped it super deep. It was super rutted. It's hard to pass. There's not many passing options there at that track. And that was just the case for Tomac. Hunter Lawrence, the boy is on it. He's him. He's one of the top guys. Even if he doesn't believe it, he is. I was questioning where he was going to finish, because last season it was just him and Chase. A lot of guys were out. And so he was just kind of going 1 and 2 with Chase. So where was he going to stack up with this huge depth of the field? And he's him, dude. He proved that he's a podium guy. He's going to be a podium guy throughout the season, guarantee. He might even get a win. Who knows? He's got that speed, and he's got the starts to do it. Looking at down the list, let's go down to 9th place, RJ Hampshire. Rookie debut on the 450 in motocross, that is. Awesome ride for RJ. I think that's pretty awesome for making your 450 debut. So I'm pretty sure he's pumped on that. Then 10th place, I don't want to butcher his name, but we're gonna look at the sheet real quick. Benoit Paturel, top 10, first ever pro motocross appearance. So that's huge for this guy. Especially, think about it. Getting top 10 in this field with this much talent is pretty freaking crazy. That guy rips. So deserving of that Twisted Tea Suzuki ride. I'm curious to see where this guy is going to finish at the end of the season. Can he stay in that top 10? I think that would be a huge accomplishment for the French rider. I think he's French. Benoit sounds French. Anyway, let's take a look at the flops from Paula. Chase Sexton, man, that crash took him out of the championship. It's over. The one is done. 50 points down from Jett Lawrence. He's not coming back, especially you got riders like Jett, Eli, Hunter. They're not gonna make mistakes, dude. It's just he's so far down. Peace out to that defending the title, but I'm sure he'll be there. We'll see what if he comes out for Hangtown. He might be injured. We don't know yet. Haven't got word on that or seen anything on social media. Malcolm Stewart, like I said, 15th. Not solid for a factory rider, but he did have his problems. We saw him down. I don't know if that was Moto 1, Moto 2, but we did see him go down. He can do better than that. It's a stacked field. It's going to be hard to climb up through the pack when you go down, but yeah, he's more than capable of getting a better result. And then Colt Nichols, 13:40 on the day. He finished 16th. Had misfortune that last moto. He ran into a rider, and then his bike was all tangled up and mangled and just jacked up, so he couldn't finish the race. But I was just kind of expecting more out of Colt because he is a really great rider, and he can definitely be breaking into that top 10. All right, so in my fantasy picks, pretty solid. Got the top 3 right. Jett, Tomac, Hunter. Lawrence, 4th was Chase. 5th, Prado. Wild card, which was tough. Threw out Ando. I didn't think he was going to be that good. Might be behind the 8 ball. I don't know. Ended up scoring 67 points, so that's pretty solid. Next weekend, Hangtown. Who do you guys think is going to win? I think I might put Tomac because we saw some incredible speed. We've seen him rip at that track. Checked out by a minute on Dungey that one season. Not saying that he's going to do that, but I feel like that's a track that suits him. Also, Jett crashed there last year. He could be riding a little safe. But for next week or next race, the wild card is for 15th. That is tough. I don't know what the heck to put. It could be anyone, man. Like I said, Malcolm Stewart got 15th. It could be any of these riders that get 15th, with one bad result in the moto. I guess I'm going to put Cody Schock for 15th. Seems pretty solid. He got 15th on the first moto. Seems like a 15th place guy, so that's going to be my wild card pick for next weekend. These fantasy picks are going to be so tough all season. Unless we just start seeing Jett just, collecting wins, then it's going to be pretty easy to put Jett at the top. But, for the rest of the field, it's going to be tough, I think, just to get everything right, even the wild card. So let me know in the comments who you guys are going to pick for Hangtown, who's going to be your wild card. And I'll be here on Off the Rip next week to talk about it with you guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Make sure to like, subscribe. Appreciate it. Peace.